Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be solving another SQL problem on HackerRank, binary tree nodes. Let's take a look at the problem statement. We're given a table BST containing two columns, N and P, where N represents the value of a node in binary tree and P is the parent of N. Our task is to find the node type of binary tree ordered by the value of a node. Output one of the following for each node: root if node is root node, leaf if node is leaf node, inner if node is neither root nor leaf node. Let's take a look at this example here. Here we have N is the value of a node in a binary tree and P is the parent of N. Node 1, 3, 6, 9, 2, 8, 5 and 2, 8 are parent nodes. 5 is in parent node column, but the parent of 5 is also null. And 5 should be root type of node. 2 and 8 should be inner node. 1, 3, 6, 9, they are not in the parent, so they should be leaf. Right, so it's explained here. As you can see, 5 is root where P is null, and 5 is the parent of 2 and 8. 2 and 8 are parent of 1, 3, 6, 9. Here, 2 is parent of 1 and 3, 8 is parent of 6 and 9. 1, 3, 6, 9 are leaf nodes. Alright, so let's solve this problem. I'll be solving this problem using MySQL, and I will be using case when. This problem is pretty simple and easy, but the reason why it's in medium level is that we have to pay attention to the order of the case. And in this problem, we need to take care of the root node first, because as you can see, 5 is the parent, but it's also the root node. 5 is parent of 2 and 8, but it's also root node. So if P is null, the value of the node is root. So let's do that. We do select case when P is null, then the node type is root, right? And when N is in P, meaning if the nodes are parent, then they are inner nodes. When N in, we're going to select the values in P column. So like, I'm gonna do distinct P from BST, then the type of node is inner, else 1, 3, 6, 9, the value are not null and they are not in P column, else leaf from BST, and we need to order by the value of the node. Order by N in ascending order, and in here we need to select the value of the node as well. So let's run that. Select N. Oh, here we need to end. Alright, I passed the sample test cases. Let's submit this one. Alright, success. Let's solve another problem. Let's take a look at this problem, new companies, and let's read the problem statement. Amber's Corporation just acquired some new companies. Each of the companies follow this hierarchy: founder, lead manager, senior manager, manager, and employee. Given the table schemas below, write a query to print the company code. I'm going to list the column we need to return: founder name, total number of lead managers, total number of senior managers, total number of managers, and total number of employees. And we order by company code ascending. The tables may contain duplicate records. The company code is string, so sorting should not be numeric. For example, if the company codes are C_1, C_2, and C_10, then the ascending company codes will be C_1, C_10, and C_2. Let's take a look at the table schemas. Here we have company table has two columns: company code and founder. Lead manager has company code, lead manager code. Senior manager has company code, lead manager code, and senior manager code. Manager has manager code, senior manager code, lead manager code, and company code. And lastly, employee table has employee, manager, senior manager, lead manager code, and company code. Let's take a look at the example. Here for company code C1 and C2, founders Monica and Samantha respectively. And in lead manager table, company C1 has one lead manager. Company C2 also has one lead manager. Under company C1, lead manager number 1 has 2 senior managers. Company code C2, lead manager 2 has 1 senior manager. Company C1, under lead manager number 1, and under senior manager number 1, there is 1 manager. Company C2, under lead manager number 2, under senior manager number 3, there are 2 managers. Company C1 has 1 lead manager, and this lead manager number 1 has 1 senior manager. This senior manager number 1 has 1 manager, and this manager has 2 employees. Company C2 has 1 lead manager. This lead manager has 1 senior manager. This senior manager has 2 managers, and for manager number 2, there is 1 employee, and there's also 1 employee under manager number 3. So the output should be the number of lead manager, senior manager, and employees, right? As you can see here for company C1, founder is Monica. There's 1 lead manager, right? 1 lead manager. There are 2 senior managers. We return 2. There is only 1 manager under senior manager number 1. So we should return 1. There are 2 employees under manager number 1. So we should return 2. And similarly for C2, we should return the company code, founder name, and the number of lead manager, senior manager, and employees. All right, so let's solve this problem. All these tables has 1 common column that we can use to join on, that is company code. So I'm going to do left join for these tables using company code. So I'm going to do select, we need company code and founder, and I'm going to leave a line here as a placeholder for the count later on. But now I'm going to select from company table. So from company, I'll call this C. I'm going to left join with lead manager table. I'll call this table LM, and I join on company code. So it's going to be C.company code equal to LM.company code. I'm going to get the count from this right here. We will get the count of lead manager code. So count lead manager code as num lead manager. In here, the company code we get from company table. And also we should note that the tables may contain duplicate records. So in here, I'm going to select count distinct. All right, so let's run this real quick. Of course, we need to group by 1, 2. So group by the first 2 columns, company code and founder. So we don't see the data for the test case. Looks like there is only 1 lead manager. So there's only one way to know is that we pass all the test cases. So I will go ahead and finish the query. So I'm going to continue to left join with table senior manager, and I call this SM. I'm going to join on again company code. I'm going to copy this. I will change this to SM and continue to left join with manager table, and I call this table M, and I join on M company code and C company code, and lastly we left join with table employee. We call this E again on list on company code. All right, in here we're going to get the count of the senior manager code distinct. All right, senior manager code, and I call this num sm again distinct. Next we have manager code as num m, and then lastly we count the number of employees. Count distinct employee code as num e. All right, so let's run this. Lead manager. Oh, we need to give the alias to these counts. So it's going to be LMSNME. Let's run that again. All right, so looks like I passed all the sample test cases, and there's only one test case. And in this case, I passed even though I didn't order by company code, but just to be safe, I'm going to order by c.company code. I'm going to submit this. All right, success. And this is the expected output. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in another video.